That's what you get for being a snitch. Hey guys, welcome back to a chaotic commentary. With Thanksgiving right around the corner, I thought it was only right to read some Thanksgiving stories. So let's get into it. Am I the asshole for not covering Thanksgiving for a narc? At my workplace, we regularly bribe each other to trade shifts. Usually it's like a good bottle of wine/booze or a gift certificate for a restaurant, but it can be cash. We keep it on the down low and it works. We do IT services for financial companies, so Thanksgiving weekend is sort of important. So one of my coworkers does not like to pay to trade shifts, but has before. They always complain about how it's not fair that people like me who are unmarried and have no kids get holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas off. Sorry man, but even though I don't have kids, I am one. Maybe my parents want to see me too. So anyways, my parents are actually going to Bermuda this Thanksgiving because that's where my sister is and she just had a baby. I would love to go, but I don't have enough vacation time to make it worthwhile. Instead, I have plans with a friend. They aren't super important to me. We're just going to eat turkey and watch all the Thanksgiving episodes of Friends. I mentioned this to another coworker and the other one overheard. It is her turn to be in the office and on call for the holiday. She couldn't find anyone to cover her shift. So she basically begged me to cover for her. I liked my plan, so I said no. She finally offered me money. Well, if The Simpsons has taught me anything, it's that money can be exchanged for good services. So we haggled and then agreed. She would take my New Year's Eve shift and give me a couple $100 to cover her from Thursday to Sunday. Win-win, I thought. 2 days later, my boss came over and asked me if I wanted to change the schedule as I had agreed. I asked why he was getting involved, and we usually just handled it amongst ourselves. He said that he had gotten a complaint that I extorted money out of a coworker for covering their shift. He said that while it wasn't against company policy, it was frowned upon. I said that I understood and that no money had exchanged hands and that no, I didn't want to change shifts. My boss was promoted from the ranks, so he knew the score. He knows how we trade shifts, so he was cool. My coworker, not so much. She started bugging me, saying that she had already told her parents that her family would be coming and that I was being an asshole for not covering like I said I would. I told her that someone had gone to the boss and tattled on our deal, so I could not follow through since I could get into trouble. She said that I could do it for free. I declined. She said she would pay me more than we agreed on. I said no thanks, I don't want any trouble. So now she is acting all pissy because I won't work for her, and now she's being shut out of the regular shift trading because everyone knows she tried to use the boss to screw me over. She says I'm an asshole for not following through. I think she's an asshole for trying to change a deal she agreed to. I agree with that. Like, what you tattling for? If you already agreed to this and gave this person the money, why you trying to cause a problem? This is why I've always I don't like to work in social situations. I would rather be doing something by myself where I don't have to deal with people, because people, especially in workplaces, can be very childish and annoying. It's crazy how you in your 30s and tattletelling on people. Okay, so first comment. I believe this is what the kids are calling F around and find out. True, not the asshole. Also, even if she didn't narc, you still wouldn't be an asshole. You never have to cover anyone else's shift, especially not because you're single or don't have kids. They chose to have kids, that's their responsibility, not yours. Next comment. The moment she said you could do it for free, LOL, get the F out of here. What kind of doormat would do that? And I can totally see her either not paying at all the new amount or snitching again after New Year's. Hard pass. What was your point? You literally got what you wanted. Even if you did have to pay for it, you got what you wanted. You decided to go snitch and be a tattletale, and now you gotta work Thanksgiving anyway. So that's what you get for being a snitch. Next story. Alright, so this is kind of a long one. I wanted to check it out because it has an update. It was an old story. I haven't read either the old story or the update. This is a long one, so buckle in. Original post. Am I the asshole for ruining Thanksgiving? I, 30 female, met my boyfriend, 30 male, 3 years ago. Before me, he was together with his high school sweetheart. They fell out of love and broke up. A year later, we started dating. His mom, however, was still heartbroken about it. I was very understanding and thought she needed time to get to know me. The ex basically grew up with them and they saw her as part of the family. For the first year of my relationship with his mom, would call me ex's name. That's very intentional. I don't like his mom already. Until boyfriend got angry once and told her to be nice. She laughed it off and said it was just a habit. It's not a habit. Don't do that. After that, she started calling me the wrong name, Janet instead of Jenny. Fictional names just for the story. Why she being so petty? Like, do you really think that this is gonna get the other girl back in his life? If he don't want to be with her, he don't want to be with her. No amount of pettiness from you, Miss Mama, is gonna change that. I corrected her a couple times, but she seemed to like hurting me, so I ignored it later. Right, she's just being A B word. My boyfriend has two sisters, and a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving, we were invited to a barbecue at the older sister's house. I was in the kitchen with my boyfriend's moms, the sisters, and one of their husbands. The older sister then talked about how my boyfriend praised my cooking to her husband, and the mom was listening. She then said out loud, "Sure, why don't we just let Janet make the turkey this year?" The sisters giggled at each other, and I said, "That's a great idea." I didn't tell my boyfriend what happened. On Thanksgiving, we went to his mom's house with the usual wine and dessert. She was shocked. Everybody was shocked. I said, "What? I thought Janet was bringing the turkey." That's cool. There was yelling, crying, and then we got kicked out. Why you kicking people out? My boyfriend is so angry with me, he hasn't talked to me since. I think it's over, to be honest, but I still don't think I did anything wrong. Did I? No, you're not the asshole. What he mad for? Like, you know how your mama been treating this girl. What you mad for? She didn't do nothing wrong. Her mama said Janet should bring this turkey. She ain't Janet. I don't know who Janet is, but why Janet didn't bring the turkey? Talk to Janet. Be mad at Janet. She don't want to bring it. All right, so update. Hi, everyone. I don't know how to start this, but I want to say, wow, I did not expect the amount of support. Thank you for the not the asshole. I will answer some questions before the update. If you're not interested, skip to the last paragraph. Thanksgiving is usually held at mother-in-law or the oldest daughter's, 32 female, because they have the biggest dining rooms. It's usually the same people bringing the same dishes, and it has been like this for years. Mother-in-law is in charge of the turkey, my boyfriend the dessert, etc. I don't know if they call each other to check up. I have been to one before, and boyfriend and we brought dessert. Mother-in-law and I have no direct contact. If you see my text conversation with her, it looks like I'm the creep that slides into your DM every now and then to say hi, except I send congratulations on birthdays or Christmas, Easter's, greeting, etc. She never talked to or about me, not even with boyfriend, and even if I was in the same room with her, she would talk about me in the third person. His mama is just awful, and for him to be mad at you for his mama literally treating you like trash, do you want to be with him? At the barbecue, her main issue was that sister-in-law and her husband were discussing my cooking in a positive way and saying that they wanted me to invite them to dinner sometime. Mother-in-law got triggered, and that started what went down. So even if it sounded weird for many here, it really wasn't if you know her. At Thanksgiving, only the ones knowing about Janet understood what was going on. The sister-in-law, father-in-law, etc. The rest were just confused and horrified. My boyfriend was very confused and angry with his mom for wanting to kick me out and told her he was leaving too. I live 5 minutes drive from mother-in-law. That was all the time I had to explain. He got really pissed, so he dropped me off and drove away. I hope you're not still with him. I have no idea what he did afterwards nor how the rest of the family celebrated. I ordered in and watched the Wheel of Time. I texted him apologizing both that same night and the next day and tried calling over the weekend without success. He sounded like he trashed too. The update. Yesterday I was at a party that both boyfriend and I had planned to go to pre-war. He showed up and he hugged and kissed me and we spent the evening together. He asked me if we could go to my place afterwards to talk and I agreed. He told me that he wasn't mad about what I did, but about the fact that I didn't tell him and that he looked like an idiot because of it. Yeah, I guess you probably should have told him. But he need to get put your mama in check, boy. Why you letting your mama treat this girl like this? Check her hard so she stop. I apologized again. I told him that I don't think that I could / want to make amends with mother-in-law ever, and that I'm not sure if that's what I want for my future. She's a great grandmother to sister-in-law's children, but will she be the same with ours when she obviously does not and will not like me? I also told him that I can't be with someone who would ghost me for 2 to 3 weeks when he's angry with me, right? Exactly. So we broke up. I am sad because I love him very much, but this is probably for the best in the long run. Many will say mother-in-law won, but I was never in competition with her. She can think she won because I don't care, and at least now she will start using my name when addressing boyfriend's next girl. Maybe, or she might still be using the high school sweetheart's name. I don't know if she would use your name if she don't like you. Next update. We are engaged. Well, oh, okay. Hi everyone, remember me? This has been one wild ride. My boyfriend ghosted me after I ruined his mother's Thanksgiving. We broke up. I heard from mutual friends that he was seeing his high school sweetheart again, and I played. Wait. So after he broke up with you, he went back to the high school sweetheart that the mom kept calling you her name, and and didn't like you because she liked her, and then he went back to her. Like, did he have feelings for her this whole time? And was, I find that real sketch. But let's continue. I heard from mutual friends that he was seeing his high school sweetheart again, and I played I wasn't bothered even though I was dying inside. Girl, I feel you. About 3 weeks ago, he texted me out of the blue, asking if he could come talk to me. I told him we could meet for a walk or maybe a coffee. I didn't trust having him in my apartment. He agreed. The moment I saw him, I knew I was effed because no matter how much this douche hurt me, I still loved him. I played it cool, however. He wasn't as cool and started telling me how hard these past months were for him and how he thought about me and missed me all the time. So why you back with your ex if you miss me so much? He apologized about everything that happened. His mom's treatment of me, him not thinking it a big deal and not coming to my rescue when she was hurtful. He said he misguided the situation since I never said anything. He thought I had it under control. I thought you were handling her well. He apologized about ghosting me. He said he was very hurt and felt deceived by me. He doesn't feel that anymore. And that his anger got the best of him. At the time, he couldn't understand why I would do something like this behind his back. When he's angry, he tends to keep away. I asked him about his high school sweetheart. He was surprised I knew about it. He said she reached out to him when she heard he was single again. His mom probably arranged that. Probably. She probably was like on the phone, you know he's single again, girl. Come get him. Oh, I don't like his mom. It didn't work, however, and he told her he wasn't interested after a couple of weeks of dating. Why did you even start dating her again if you weren't interested? Like, why would you? It feel like you just trying to please your mother, and I don't like that at all. Now for his mom. When she heard he'd broke it off with his high school sweetheart, she got mad and threatened to cut him off, especially if he's back with that me. Why do you hate this girl so much for literally existing? Leave her alone. He's always been very close with his family. After the Thanksgiving fiasco, he wasn't trying to keep the same contact with them, and after his mom's threats, he went no contact. I guess ghosting is his expertise. Girl. The last couple of weeks were great. It was like we just picked up where we left off. I know it's not healthy to glance over what happened, but for now, I just want to be with him and be happy. We will have all of our life to hopefully talk things over and figure out how to be better at communicating. He asked me to marry him on Friday, and I said yes. We made an Instagram post about the engagement. His mom doesn't have an Instagram, but she found out somehow because not even an hour later, she started bombarding his phone with calls and texts. Nobody from his family but his dad congratulated us yet. He called and congratulated both of us and told me I was his favorite in-law and that he always wished to have me as a daughter. Then maybe you need to check your wife. Why if y'all the boyfriend and the father, this is your girlfriend and you were allowing your mother to treat her like trash. If this is you want her to be your daughter and you love her so much as an in-law, then I'm a bit sad, to be honest. I come from a broken home, and when I met my boyfriend and saw how welcoming his family was to his ex, I counted myself lucky. I thought I was going to have a family I had never had and that my children would have a better life than myself. It seems we're going to have to rely on ourselves and friends to create this family life I was dreaming of for my children. That is so sad, and I can really relate to that because I thought that's how it would be with my daughter's father, and it never was. I don't know when we're getting married. We've been talking about relocating to London. Fiance is half British. We'll see what happens, but for now I want to say I have never been happier in my entire life. Well, at least it had a happy ending. I mean, I don't know how your life's gonna be having to deal with his mama. Maybe she'll eventually come around and warm up. Who knows? But at least it was a happy ending. Alright guys, so that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down in the comments below what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bye!